Alright guys, welcome back to Battlefield 6, and today we're gonna be talking probably the most important thing in the game right now for a lot of players, which is Bloom, aka spread or whatever you want to call it, and Recoil. And today I'm gonna try my best to actually show you how to control it a bit easier and make the game feel, well, more responsive whenever you're shooting at range, because let's be fair, doing this and shooting full automatic, even though you control the recoil and you not hit the target, it's not really a great thing with that bloom added. And in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to make pretty much every weapon be absolutely a laser beam at range, and it's actually a lot easier than you think. But before we get into that, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe for more content. It's gonna be much appreciated. And we're gonna actually first go into the loadout menu to show you some stats that I'm pretty sure not everybody know exactly what they mean. So when you get in here, you have this damage that the weapons do, rate of fire, max size, control, mobility, all that kind of stuff, but you don't really have like any extra information. You can definitely expand this by clicking on it, pressing C or whatever it is on a controller, and you can get a better view with the fire modes, reload time, and all that kind of stuff, which is really nice. But these things right here, they don't really tell you what they do. So you have precision, control, mobility. I'm pretty sure you know what mobility is gonna do. It's how fast you are walking with a weapon, running, and all that kind of stuff. And if you're running an LMG, the mobility of course is gonna be very low compared to an SMG, for example. Hipfire is the accuracy while hip firing, and actually on this LMG is pretty good because I have the green laser on. But precision and control, this is where things get very interesting. So to make it very simple for you guys, control is whenever you try to control the recoil. This is only for recoil purposes. So the better the control, the low recoil the weapon is gonna have. So you can definitely use attachments like a vertical grip to increase that control or decrease that control and improve the precision, which we're gonna talk about in a minute. I really like this this vertical grip right here. I think it's like a nice balance between everything. And you can definitely increase the control with attachments, even with barrels, I think sometimes, some of them. But the most important attachment, if you want to like increase control, is going to be, of course, the grip. I really don't know why they haven't put like any rear grips, like this one right here, and also any stocks in the game. A bit odd, but it is what it is. And now, probably the thing that you guys didn't know too much about is the precision one, because the precision, it's actually the bloom or the spread of the weapon. So the better the precision, the less bloom spread the weapon is gonna have. Most of the weapons are gonna have a pretty low side precision, like it's never gonna be over 50 or something like that. But you can, of course, definitely increase that a bit with some grips. Definitely this one is like the best for this gun, but there are ones that increase it even better. For example, the vertical grip right here. I really wish they had like more information about these grips and stuff like that, but I guess this is alright. So basically, increasing the precision of the weapon, it's actually going to reduce the amount of bloom the weapons have. Again, you're not gonna manage to like max this out in any way, shape, or form, because the attachments will only help you one bit, but actually using some attachments will definitely help you out with the precision or to decreasing the spread of the weapon. Do keep in mind that also, from my experience, using bigger scopes and smaller scopes does affect your aim quite a bit. Even though you're using a big scope and you have really good precision and everything, there is a lot more visual recoil with this bigger scope. So always going for a smaller scope will allow you to control that recoil a bit better and hit your targets even at range a bit easier. Today I'm gonna be using the DRS-ER. I really like this LMG. This is the second LMG you unlock in the game. One of the best weapons. Like, it has barely any recoil. It's so nice to use. It looks a bit like the M416, but a bit on the heavier side. So for this, we have pretty good control, but not great precision. But actually, if you use this scope instead of, for example, the 4x scopes that it comes in with, the ACOG one, you are gonna have such low recoil compared between the two. It's absolutely insane. So Leon is going to the fire range, and let me test this out a bit. So as you can see, up close, this thing, it's fairly easy to use. Like, has a bit of recoil, it's pretty manageable. Let's shoot at this wall, show you the actual recoil of the gun. It goes straight up. But as you can see, the weapons, the weapon does go straight up, but you can see that side to side spread that comes into play, especially at a certain range. So recoil is not very bad, but the spread is definitely going to make the weapon not hit every target, as I said, especially at range. So if I do this, it's just going to do that, and look at that, none of the bullets hit. Even though I was like controlling the recoil on the target, none of the bullets hit because that spread comes into play. Basically, the spread is there to make the weapon perform at a certain range, to make the weapons not be laser beams at like 300 meters. But there's a way to actually counter that spread, and by doing this, you shoot 4 or 5 bullets, you stop. You shoot 4 or 5 bullets, you stop. Up close, of course, you're gonna go full automatic mode because, yeah, there's no chance. But at range, look at that. Hitting absolutely every bullet whenever you do that. So it's micro bursting. And you can actually do it pretty fast. Like, if you have a good trigger finger, you can, like, micro burst extremely fast. Because as soon as you stop shooting, that recoil is gonna absolutely instantly reset. So you can definitely go, like, bursting again and doing a lot of damage. It's that easy. You don't have to full automatic mode. You just have to like burst in 2-3 shots, micro burst, and then reset the recoil and then shoot again. You can still go full automatic, and you might be lucky to actually hitting the target, but that spread is gonna come into play as soon as you like pass like maybe 7-8 rounds, and that's when things are gonna get very rough. Also, tap firing, it's an extremely good way of doing this. You can tap fire pretty fast in this game. And now actually let's put a bigger scope in to show you guys what a bigger scope will do. So for example, I like using this 3x scope. Also, I don't like the red dots in this game. I really think they're like not that great. They should definitely have like some sliders for the color and intensity and all that kind of stuff. So for example, right now I aim at that target that is like 100 meters away. I hold mouse 1. Look at all the bullets. Even though I'm controlling the recoil on the target and I'm hitting some of them, the spread is making the bullets go side to side way too much. So again, look at that. Micro bursting and tap firing as much as you can is making the weapons a laser beam. Yes, this weapon has like less recoil than some of the other guns in the game, but you can make the other guns do the exact same things. And also, please, whenever you're close range and you have a laser on your gun, like even adding a suppressor increases the hipfire a bit, do not bother ADSing. The hipfire in this game, it's so darn good, you can just like full auto hipfire people. Like, that guy is what, 25 meters away? Look how easy I can like hipfire him. And there are weapons that have even less hipfire, or better hipfire accuracy, I should say, and will make this even easier. For example, the M4 has insane hipfire when you add the right attachments, and up close, until like 25 meters, you don't even need to ADS, you can just like absolutely hipfire the gun. So actually, let's go and choose the M4 for a second to show you guys that. So we go to carbines, we go to M4, M277, I have this almost maxed out, another amazing weapon. Definitely you guys need to check it out. So we have the M4 right here. This has a lot of recoil. Look at that spread compared to an LMG, but it can still do this. Micro bursting and tap firing as much as you can will help you a lot, and I mean a lot. Of course, in game the targets will move and you're not gonna hit like every shot, but it's gonna make your life so much easier by doing this instead of like shooting full automatic mode. And look at the hipfire on this thing. And I don't even have attachments for hipfire. I just have the red laser. The green laser and blue laser are the absolute best. But even at that range, I can hit targets. Also, keep in mind that they are addressing the bloom in the game, which is a bit too much than they intended to. There was a problem in the beta, they fixed it, but they found another 2 problems right now and they're working on a fix. So hopefully soon we're gonna have less bloom in the game. And it's gonna make our life a bit easier. I really like the M4. M4 is like one of the best guns in the game. If you use it at this like desired range. Which is of course medium range to close range. I definitely would not use this at long range. But look at this, if I put the attachments for hipfire, so for example, I put a flashlight, I put the green laser, and you can definitely put some other things as well. Yeah, this one, for example, the short barrel. Look at that hipfire. Like, you can definitely use this at range as well, because I haven't taken off any attachments that help me with recoil and everything. I just put on a different laser and stuff. And I can pretty much hipfire that guy, which is at 50 meters, just like that. So definitely up close, make sure you guys are using the hipfire instead of ADSing, because it's gonna help you so much. Like, you're wasting time ADSing, and with hipfire you can just see someone, straight up shoot at them. It's super effective, especially if you like go prone or maybe like go crouch or anything. Also, when it comes to the spread in Bloom, sitting prone will definitely help out even more, or sitting crouch will help you out even more. So it's better to do that than shoot, for example, from standing. And also, do not do this. Doing this, it's gonna make your weapon sway way too much. It's gonna be extremely hard to hit targets. So better position yourself well behind cover or something and then take shots than fighting someone and doing this, because you're not really gonna hit all the bullets that you want. Alright, so here we are in game. Let's see if we can find some long range engagements to help you guys out understand a bit this tactic that I'm using. Fortunately, there's a tank here, but look at that hipfire. Look how effective hipfire is compared to like ADSing on that range. That's why I always tell people to like, don't even bother with ADSing, because it might get you killed. It's slow, spread might happen, so hipfire will absolutely make you be a laser beam up close. That's a tank, which I don't want to really see. So let's back off a bit. I don't think there should be a tank on this map, to be fair. Perfect tap firing, look at that. That tank is coming in. I'm gonna try to... Perfect, look at that. Might take it down here. We got a lot of people on our back. Yeah, there's way too many people. I should have gone there. Okay, this is like a perfect range engagement. You definitely need to play the weapon strength as well, not just like, you know, shoot at any range you can. Look at that. That was perfect. Let's reload very quick. I'm very surprised you cannot shoot through a lot of these things, but look at that. That was like perfect tap firing right there. And recoil control. Like, it resets so fast. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. And then we get taken out by the guy with the LMG. But I think that was like pretty good, you know, showcase on how to do this. Tap firing and micro bursting in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm definitely gonna make more videos like this in the near future to showcase more in-game, because I know you guys want to see more in-game stuff. But until then, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe for more content. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so it would be much appreciated if we can hit that pretty soon. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.